What's going on, boys and girls? What's up, world? This is Fatma from Germany, and you're checking out Austin John Plays.
Austin John Plays here, and today I'm going to be talking about a brand new glitch that lets you duplicate any single piece of weaponry that you have, including swords, shields, and probably bows. It'll probably work for bows. I haven't tried it with bows, but it probably works with bows. This works with every single item in the game, excluding the Master Sword, but including the HYLIAN Shield. So say, for example, you want more than one. You can totally use this glitch to duplicate your HYLIAN Shield. Don't ask me why I have two of them. They're from different games, but I still have two of them. And you can have two of them too, but in-game, of course. In all honesty, this is based on a glitch found by AM4V, which is a Japanese channel where they made this video on the Master Sword returning back to the forest. I tried doing it myself and I came up with something so much better and actually useful. So before we get underway, there's a couple of things you need. One, you need some bows. You need a lot of powerful bows. You need somewhere between 6 to 10 bows that could shoot 3x or 5x. 10 gets you like optimal easiness of doing it. Any less than that and it becomes more and more difficult. You have a slimmer chance of it working. It can be done with 6. I'm gonna recommend 10 though. Next, you're gonna need a great thunder blade. Highly recommend it. You're gonna need a bokoblin mask. You get that from Kilton. I'm sure you all know that. Make sure you have the weapon or shield that you want to duplicate, or bow, I guess it works with that too. And you're gonna need a lot of defense. Like, I'm gonna recommend having the ancient armor, having it boosted all the way up completely, and then also having a piece of clothing that you've upgraded to the max that gives you cold resistance, or a very powerful cold resisting potion, or heat resisting potion, because we're gonna be in the desert, because it gets hot and cold like Katy Perry. Also, don't have a lot of weapons. Like, get rid of every single weapon you could possibly have, except for like only the things you need, and shields. Just drop all of them because you're about to duplicate much better ones, right? You don't need those. So here we are, we're in the Gerudo Desert. We are in the most southwest location. This is going to be where the Great Fairy Fountain is in the Gerudo Desert by the Gerudo Great Skeleton and the Hawa Koth Shrine. Next, from here, we're gonna go a short ways north to this one location, which is a skull, so it's an enemy encampment. Here I am, I'm just dropping all my weapons that I don't need because you're not gonna need these. Put on your bokoblin mask, walk over to the encampment, get the attention of all the people inside. The archers, you don't need to worry about them that much. You need all 6 of these bokoblins to come outside and surround you. Best bet is just make your way on out, wait till they all follow you. If they aren't in a perfect circle, walk toward the middle of them a little bit more, pull out your Great Thunderblade, hold your attack button, do a big circle around, and steal all their weapons. Super important, steal all their weapons easily as you can. Some of them you're not going to be able to grab all in one shot, that's fine. Try to bring that one completely separate, hit him again, steal his weapons. You're gonna do everything in your power to not kill any of these bokoblins. We're gonna need as many on screen as possible. Next, for the 4 archers, you're gonna make your way on up there, hit them with a thunderblade to knock them off. If you do have the optimal 10 bows for this, then after you knock them down, make sure to go down and grab their royal bow. So you're gonna need a total inventory slot of 14 bows. I think that's max, or close to it. Again, if you don't have all 10, that's fine, you can get away with this. Make sure you knock all 4 of them off, and then once they don't have a weapon anymore, they might stay up there, blow their horn a couple of times, but eventually they're gonna jump down. Now, once all of them are down, you're gonna want them really, really closely congregated, all in one small area, and then once they are, drop all of your bows in one shot. They're gonna stack up, and all the bokoblins are gonna go over to those bows, grab them themselves, and then they're gonna start to shoot at you. While they have a bow, they won't move. This right here is the exact position you want them in. You want them all in one small area congregating together, all aiming directly at you. I'm going into a lot of detail because I tried this 4 or 5 times, and I've noticed the things that do give you success and things that don't give you success. If you look right here, they're spaced out a little bit more. I tried to get them all in like a firing line. Didn't work nearly as well. Actually, didn't work at all. So you need them all to be in that one small tight-knit circle. If 1 or 2 are off to the side, that's fine. But you essentially want all 8 to 10 of them in that one big circle. Once they're all in that circle, they're gonna start bombarding you with arrows. You're gonna get hit with shock arrows, regular arrows. If you have the Thunder Helm, it makes this a lot easier to execute because you won't be worrying right now about dropping your weaponry. And then once you have way too many arrows on screen, this is how the actual glitch happens. When there's too many arrows on the screen, your character won't load properly. And it won't load properly in the start menu, and it won't load properly in the overworld. When it doesn't load properly, it looks like this. That is Link with just a head, his sword, and his shield. He doesn't have armor, he doesn't have a body, he doesn't have anything. Now, in order to get this glitch to work, you're gonna need to pay attention to the weapons that you're equipping in the start menu and the weapons that you have equipped in the overworld. As you see right here, I still have my Great Thunderblade equipped. Instead, I'm gonna grab my Lionel Sword, and for my shield, I'm going to change it from the Royal Shield to the Hylian Shield. Now you're going to see my character in the overworld with the Lionel Sword and the Hylian Shield. I go back to the start menu. There's so many arrows on screen, it loads nothing, not including the weapons. When it doesn't load the weapons, that's perfect. Because then you're going to swap your weapons and listen to the equip sound. It's going to sound different. You're going to hear the sound of choosing the item, but not the sound of the item equipping. And that's a sign that you're doing it the right way. After you equip your weapons, look at your character in the overworld. They should still have the same weaponry as before you just changed your weapons. I had to unequip my Thunder Helm, so I had to do it again. But I got hit with a shock arrow, and it says that I dropped my Savage Lionel Sword and I dropped my Hylian Shield. I pick them both back up. I go back to the start menu. Look at my shields. I now have 2 Hylian Shields. That's because I had the Hylian Shield equipped in the overworld. However, according to the start menu, I still had my Boko Shield. Now, to do it again, you just do the exact same thing over again. There's a couple of things you need to be careful of. 1, be careful of your health. And 2, be careful of the temperature outside because it fluctuates from day to night. Now, going back and forth between having the Master Sword and the Savage Lionel Shield equipped, I tried to get it equipping, that way it would drop the Master Sword. Didn't work for me. But as you see right here, boom, 3rd Hylian Shield. Literally that easy. So as you're going to be doing this, it's going to be really, really chaotic. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. You're pretty much just going to be spamming the start button, looking to see how much your character does and doesn't have equipped. Like right here, he's just a floating head. It's really creepy. Now, one of the things that's gonna mess you up, if you didn't drop enough weapons to start off with, you're gonna try to drop them in order to get the weapons that you do want, and then the bokoblins may come and they may come pick those weapons up, which is gonna totally mess you up, and you don't want that whatsoever. And then you would need to wait until another blood moon to do it over again. I'm gonna recommend to have a lot of recovery items to do this over and over and over again. So as you see right here, I'm duplicating my swords and my shields. And so far I've duplicated my sword so many times, I now have 9 Savage Lionel swords. I've duplicated 1 sword into 7 of them. That's the 93 power one. And then I had the 89. I might have duplicated that one as well. I don't know. There was a lot of things going on. There were men, there were women, there were bokoblins. It was a mess. I can't be responsible for knowing what happened when. But doing this method, you're going to be able to get a whole mess of Hylian shields, of a whole bunch of swords. The same way that I did this for my swords and for my shields, you could also do that with bows. Just swap them out, make sure that it doesn't load properly in the overworld, and you should be fine. For a fun little weird thing to do, when he's just ahead, just eat a whole mess of apples or mushrooms, and then he's going to start to look like Pac-Man. That's a lot of fun too. But yeah, as I said, be careful, watch your health, because it could go down really fast. You only have so many fairies, and then you get hit with that last 1 arrow, and then that ruins all your progress. So that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is how to duplicate all of your weapons in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm currently on the newest version, 1.2. So as of the newest version, when this video is coming out, it does work. I don't know when this is going to get patched. I imagine it will get patched, because this is pretty much just banking off of the fact that there's too many items loaded on the same screen at the same time. And when that happens, things don't load properly. And that's just a matter of load order and setting priority to different things loading. So do this while you can, get a whole bunch of Hylian shields. I'm not too sure why you would need more than 1. To put it in perspective, the Hylian shield has a durability of 800 and a parry power of 90, as opposed to the Savage Lionel shield, which has a durability of 20. And a parry power of 62. Oh wow, that actually isn't the most durable shield. Look at that. It turns out that the hero shield from the Wind Waker amiibo is the 2nd most durable with a durability of 90, and the 3rd most durable is actually the Knight shield that you get from Herba Mountains and the Elden Mountains, the silver gray looking one with the Hylian emblem on that. And then the silver shield The really crappy Silver Shield that has a durability of 20. Ooh, the Daybreaker has a durability of 60. Wow, the Savage Lionel Shield isn't that great. I mean, it's great to parry with, but like, that's it. And as far as parry power, that's the actual damage that's inflicted on an enemy when you parry against them. It has nothing to do with your ability to actually deflect the shield or anything else. That still relies on you having perfect timing. Maybe you don't want to duplicate Savage Lionel Shields. Maybe you want to duplicate Hero Shields and Silver Shields, but probably the Hylian Shield, absolutely. You'd also duplicate your super powerful Savage Lionel Swords, get some that are in the 100s, or your Savage Lionel Crushers. I hope this was super helpful for you guys. If this was, be sure to leave a like, thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Until next time, Austin John out. Be sure to like this video and subscribe. I'm going to be giving you guys lots of helpful videos in the next following days and weeks. Till next time, Austin John out.